They had their entire lives ahead of them. Instead, they will be buried before they're able to buy their homes or walk down the aisle to start their family. Cash Rinker, Jack Dirksen, and Cooper Nider were on their first summer break from college, enjoying a Saturday night back in their small hometown of Eaton, north of Greeley, when the vehicle they were riding in rolled several times, ejecting them, another passenger, and the driver. All three of these young men lost their lives at the scene. While CSP says alcohol and speed may have been a factor in this crash, the cause, of course, is still undetermined. Now, as their hometown prepares to say goodbye to them next week, Brian Moss joins us with the friends that are finding comfort in photographs that now mean far more than anyone could have ever imagined.
Really, I just wanted to tell the story of what they were to Eaton. They were classmates, they were friends, but they were also very, very good athletes. I was able to capture that through my lens.
For Avery Golden, the camera was never just about sports. It was about capturing the people behind the scores. As a student photographer at Eaton High School, she froze moments that today have taken on an entirely different meaning.
I got to capture these last few years of their lives, and it'll be memories that are able to be cherished and continue to be admired.
Through her lens, Jack Dirksen's determination on the wrestling mat, and the friendship between Cash Rinker and Cooper Nider, celebrated through countless moments during Eaton's 2024 championship baseball season.
It was meaningful then, and now it's meaningful because in a lot of those pictures, Cash and Cooper are together. It shows their friendship. It has a whole new meaning now that they're gone.
What once felt like ordinary moments now feel irreplaceable. These photographs no longer tell the story of games or championships won. They tell the story of friendships, of joy, and of three young men whose lives touched an entire community.
They were the most playful souls ever.
Zach Mask shared that championship and a friendship that reached far beyond baseball.
They were striving for greatness every single day, whether if it was in baseball and flight school, their faith. They were working to the next biggest thing every single day.
They know Eaton will never be quite the same, but they also know these photographs have become something far more than keepsakes. They've become a way to hold on. There's one image that stands above the rest. Two best friends embracing after winning a state championship, a moment of pure joy that today feels even more precious.
That was after they won state in 2024. They were proud of each other, they were celebrating together, and I just think that that is a great representation of their friendship.
Some photographs record history, others reveal character. Friends say this image of Cooper Nider, surrounded by the excitement of a state championship, but choosing instead to hold his little sisters, tells them everything they need to know about who he was.
I just see him as the loving big brother that he was. Everyone's celebrating, everyone wants to take pictures, and he's sitting there hugging his little sisters, and I think that that really sums up Cooper as a person.
Cooper was their whole world, and he was theirs, and he would give the shirt off his back to all three of his sisters.
Before last weekend, these were simply sports photographs. Today, though, they have become community treasures. Long after the cheers have faded, the moments inside these pictures will keep reminding Eaton of the three young men who lived them.
It makes me happy that I was able to preserve those moments for all of my friends at Eaton, the community, their families. It's definitely a bittersweet thing.
I'm Brian Moss, covering Colorado First.
So grateful to have all those photos. The celebration of life for Cash Rinker, Jack Dirksen, and Cooper Nider is scheduled for next Wednesday morning at Eaton High School.